Could you just tell me a little bit about your organization and what you're doing?
Yes, so we are members from the new federal state of China, and we're the new Chinese people who love peace, freedom, and humanity, and that's why we're here to help with the humanitarian aid for the refugees coming across the Ukrainian border, and we're sponsored by the Rule of Law Foundation, headquartered in New York. And so we're the real Chinese people who are taking down the evil Chinese Communist Party because all the global disasters and humanitarian crises have all been caused by the Chinese Communist Party. If you look at what happened to the Hong Kong people, and also this invasion by Russia to Ukraine, and also many other areas from around the world. So taking down the Chinese Communist Party is the only way to secure peace, freedom, and rule of law. So we, the members of the new federal state of China, we are the real Chinese people. We stand with the Ukrainian people. We support rule of law, peace, freedom, and so we're against the war, injustice, and invasion. And so that's why we're here to help with the Ukrainian refugees.
And some people have likened Russian or Putin's aggression towards the Ukraine to perhaps Xi Jinping's aggression towards Taiwan.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
So first of all, let me clarify. The Chinese Communist Party headed by Xi Jinping does not represent the Chinese people. Okay, so the CCP does not represent the Chinese people, and in fact, we are opposing the Chinese Communist Party. We're taking down the Chinese Communist Party, so we don't support any human rights violation or invasion supported by the Chinese Communist Party. We stand with the Ukrainian people.
Do you stand with the people of Taiwan?
Yes, absolutely. We are 100% of the freedom-loving Chinese people everywhere, including people in Hong Kong and also Taiwan. We are deeply worried about Taiwan people's freedom and democracy because they're facing the imminent threat by the Chinese Communist Party. Xi Jinping might launch an attack against Taiwan people's freedom and rule of law. So we're deeply worried, and we will stand with the Taiwan people's freedom, justice, and rule of law.
And I think a lot of people in Taiwan have been seeing the Ukrainian people's fight against an authoritarian invasion, and that possibly this is a warning to people like Putin and Xi Jinping. The democratic, freedom-loving countries will put up a very big fight against people that attack their country. What do you think about Taiwan and its independence?
I think as a Chinese, from the real Chinese from the new federal state of China, we support Taiwan people's freedom, and we want them to be free from communism, and we don't support the Chinese Communist Party's attack on Taiwan people's freedom and rule of law. So we are worried because the CCP might attack Taiwan, and if that happens, I think the international community will be outraged, and they will be outpouring support of the international community for people in Taiwan. So I want to let people in Taiwan know that you're not alone. The international community, the freedom-loving people are with you. The new federal state of China, we will provide humanitarian support for all people who have been suppressed and attacked by the Chinese Communist Party.
Do you think Xi Jinping has seen what has happened in Ukraine, both the Ukrainian people's fight against the invasion, but also the international response against Russia? Do you think this will make Xi Jinping rethink his threats against Taiwan?
I think the more support the international community can give to the Ukrainian people, the less likely the Chinese Communist Party will continue their human rights atrocities. So this is the reason why we need everybody. We need all people coming together to take down the Chinese Communist Party. Because if you don't do anything, the Chinese Communist Party will get even worse. Because they are the root cause of the global disasters, and taking down the Chinese Communist Party is the only way to